Good morning, YouTube. It's raining right straight down. Yes, it is. Terrible. I thought I could get out, and get my canopy set up, and get my table and all set up, and before it started raining. And I wish I'd have got some video footage. I should have been shooting video while I was, instead of trying to get my canopy out, because the wind went to blowing, whipping, and the trees around here started whipping. Here, let me answer this. That was the customer. He was calling me from inside the house to see if I was all right. Hey, life is beautiful, man. You guys, I don't know what your forte is in music or anything, but I was always a headbanger whenever I was growing up. And later in life, I picked up on Nikki Sixx whenever I was going through a lot of my adult difficulties. I picked up on Nikki Sixx at 6 a.m. and which Nikki Sixx was the bass player for Motley Crue, you know, and everybody knows his troubles and trials and tribulations in life. But a lot of his words helped me get through what I was going through. And anyway, but Nikki's got a song, 6 a.m.'s got a song, it's called Life is Beautiful. And I love that song. And anyway, life is beautiful. We're here today. And you're never guaranteed tomorrow. But anyway, I'm gonna get as much of this on video with the weather being the way it is. It may be difficult. We may be running in and out. But I've got my table set up inside the garage, which whenever I get the bearings out and get them to where I can work on them, I can repack them up underneath the cover of the garage. But as it is, I'm limited to my canopy. And you're going to see me do something that you probably don't ever see. I'm not going to put my canopy up all the way. I'm just going to put it up halfway. That way it'll be short. It won't catch as much wind if high wind picks up on us during the day. But I just want something that'll keep the I figured it was going to be a slow drizzling rain. I wasn't looking forward to one of these half-inch an hour or an inch an hour rains. But that's what we get here in East Texas. We get torrential rains, and then floods everything, and then it goes away. I mean, it's absolutely that way. And it's been that way all of my life. All of my life, I remember that. I mean, you may have months where it rains, and sometimes it might rain every day of the month. And you can't guarantee what month it'll be either. I've seen it rain one year every day of the month of August. And I'm talking about good rains, not just a drizzle of rain here and there, but it come and rain and just pour down. But that's where I'm at. It looks like it's fixing to slack up now that I'm reaching for a cigarette. If so, I'm fixing to I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna start getting my stuff together to where I can go to work. And we'll go with it from there. All right, guys, I'll pick you up in just a little bit. All right, so we've already got all three of them done. I got the other side done while it was in the rain. Sun come out a while ago. It's fixing to start getting hot. So as you see, I got it chalked on the other side. The wheel's chopped. I got it jacked up off the ground. And let's see if I can get y'all propped up here where we can get a halfway decent video. first things first, let's go on in this. There she blows. And put that down. Me. Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right, get that tab bent down. These don't have traditional Carter keys in them. It's got tab on it. Oh, the stud come out. What's up with that? We need going all the way to Missouri from Texas. That's a 9-hour. We need to know why. Stud is loose. Ain't nothing wrong with the hook. Alright, there's our castle nut. You don't want to lose these. You gotta reuse that. Washer there. See, you got a whole tab there. And thick washer. Thick washer goes on the socket right there. Alright. Our bearing looks good. Alright. You see this? Alright, this is the way I get the grease out of it. We're going from the big side to the little side. Stuff it full of used up paper towels. I'm talking about stuff it full. Take a screwdriver, shove in paper towels through. Pushes all the grease out. Big wad of grease. And then I put these over here to soak and some gasoline. I use a bar saw brush to clean them. You can use bar saw, I use gasoline. Don't smoke around it. Don't go to AutoZone or, excuse me, O'Reilly's looking for a brush like this. You won't get one. Or I didn't get one Monday or Tuesday because they just don't have them. The only thing they had was brushes, was car washing, detailing brushes. So I had to go to Tractor Supply anyway. I found one at Tractor Supply in the welding department. It's not a wire brush, it's stiff ripple brush. It may be wire, I don't know. I think it's real stiff, chemical. What's the word I'm trying to find? Well, it's impervious to chemicals, so it's the same thing. And that's what it was called. It was called a parts cleaning brush. We got that clean. Back start to hurt. And you just start cleaning these bearings. You hold it between your thumb and your forefinger. And as you clean it, just kind of let it spin there a little bit, or spin it with your hand. You want to get all that old grease out of there. Alright, that's about all I can get with this brush, so I'm going to see how I'm doing it like it right there. It rotates some bearings inside there. I'm going to stick it down inside that cleaning solution, and I got one finger on the outside over here, and I'm using my thumb to roll it. I'm gonna make several revolutions with it, and I'm gonna check it until I get all the grease out of it. Get all the old grease out of it. There's no worn spots on the bearings. All the bearings look good. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the little set. The large set goes on the inside. The little set goes on the outside. About to wrap up this job. Praise Jesus. I'm tired. I'm just about dried out. I'm just wet from the knees down. I'm fine. It was a little cool when I first started, but that canopy did a good job of keeping the rain off of me. You just had to watch out when you walk out from underneath it being so short, set up so short like I got it. If you bump the edge of it, it might drip down your shirt collar whenever you walk out from underneath it. I need to carry my mat and my table to the car wash. Flipping terrible. All right, let me go grab another tube of grease. Just shove your fingers down in that tube of grease like so. You got it in your hand like this, take your bearing and hold it and drag it. Drag it in that grease. Palm against your palm. You want to drag it against your palm. It forces the grease into the bearing. You rotate the bearing. Uh-oh. Continue rotating the bearing until you get the whole thing packed full of grease. Kind of drag it through there at a 45-degree angle. Just slide across your hand. In the meantime, it's packing that grease in there. Yes, I have a bearing packer, but it's got high temperature grease in it, red grease, not marine grade grease. I guess I need to get me another one if I'm going to continue to do these like this. All right, we got this one packed. So I'm going to flip this over. It goes in there somewhat like that. I'm going to get as much grease as I can get in that cavity. So I don't have to use a lot out of my grease gun. Put that bearing in there, seat it, turn it round and around a few times. We're going to get our new seal. With some grease on our hand again. We're going to fill that seal up. The bearings in there. Yes. Seals in there. It's packed full of grease. So, where my hammer? This was a whole roll of paper towels this morning. They got wet. I've used them. Wet, dry. They remove grease just about as good wet as they do dry. All right, we got our seal. We're going to take our hammer. Can you see this? Move that package out of your way. All right, now I'm just going to gently start tapping. You'll feel it start to go. Keep it even. feet on it. Get as much of that excess grease off there as you can. You don't want to get your rubber seal wet the gasoline. You still want to get all that grease off of it you can. All right. We got our outside bearing, our small. We're gonna do the same thing. Any entry-level technician should be able to do this job. And it goes in, seats against that bearing race, goes round and around, everything freed up, and there we go. It's impossible not to get it on here. It just is. I don't care how clean you are. If you can, leave me a comment down below. I want to shake your hand. Because between grease and NICs, that's the most horrible stuff to work with. But it's a chosen profession. It's a duck underneath it. But I'll tell you what, I like the way it's down low like this. It's over the top of me. I'm completely shaded. That sun is boiling down out there right now. If you ain't noticed, my skin don't do too well with the sun. I'm peeling from last week, and I was peeling last week from the week before. All right, so you hold your bearing, slide it right into place. Get all that excess out of there. Now you say, man, you need jack stands. No, I don't need no jack stands. I got two tires on the other side, and I got one wheel and tire on at a time. I am perfectly safe. This trailer is not gonna fall. All right, now we got a round washer. Goes on first, slides up on there, goes all the way to the bearing. And you just put that on there, tabs to the flat side of the axle. Hub. The axle hub. Okay. We got our castle nut here. It should start freely. Now we're tight. My monkey wrench. My grandpa's old monkey wrench. Can't remember. Says it's Billings and Springer Company, Hartford, Connecticut. 11-inch G, made in the USA. Yes, sir. All right, now, and it's made out of aluminum. All right, we're tight. Now, I'm gonna pull it down tight. That'll seat the bearing race. That'll seat the bearings, the race, squeeze out any extra grease that we may have. Just about out of paper towels, and I don't have any more on that roll or in the truck. All right, now our tab is right there. We are centered on the tab with one of our castle rules. So back it off a little bit. All right. Well, you're leaning against my hammer, so I'm gonna use this socket. There we go. Now, take this little thing here. It don't take no grease in it. All right. Got our grease gun. It's 10 good squirts. Pressed all the air out. I seen air bubbling when I first did it. Okay, guys, I can't do this with anything but my rubber hammer. So, give me a second here. Let me move things around. All right, we're gonna put this back on there. Just gonna take our hammer, tap it back into place, okay? It should be flush. I have checked every one of them, yes. If they lose one of them, it's on them because I have double checked them. The last one, a guy lost his cap, and I quit putting grease in the caps because of that. I think it was caused by the grease. Cause it to hydraulically push it off. So I'm not putting that cap on there real tight, or not real tight. It's got to be on there flush, but I'm not going to fill it up a lot. Here comes our customer. All right, there's the wheel. 5 lug nuts here. That's our loose one. So I'm gonna leave my hammer. The very last lug nut, the lug itself was loose on the hub, and I ended up having to get my welding machine and weld it to the hub so I could tighten the lug nut down on it, and the customer can haul this trailer and boat all the way to Missouri. And good luck to him fishing. Well, I'm going to go around it and I'm going to inspect everything, and then I'm fixing to call it done. Guys, reach up there and hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment down below. Tell me I did something wrong. I want to know. Thank you. God bless you. Remember, all things are possible through Christ.